Hello there, everyone. Today I'm gonna tie a small mayfly. This is actually a basis rodani, but well, this is more an instructional video to show you how you make a parachute hackle, and also how you make a parachute hackle with a twist. This is in my book the one and only way to make parachute hackles, and we're gonna use well, not that many materials, since this is a fairly small hook, but we're gonna use some dry fly hackles, some foam, and well, some dubbing, and that's basically about it. First of all, we're gonna tie down the tail. As you can see, I've cheated a bit and then applied a solid base of tying thread already. Now I'm taking a small bundle of hackle feathers in olive, and these are gonna be the tail. These I'm tying down on top of the hook, like this. Want them to be a So now I'll start to. So this is a bit too thick for my taste, so I'm probably gonna take about half of this. You need to make the right proportions. That's the key element to tying these dry flies. So I'm tying down this poly yarn here in the middle, right around just where I want the wing, and then I'm making some turns all around the base of this to make sure that this wing, stays exactly where I want it to be. Let's do that again. This time where it's actually working. Like that. So I have my wing base now, and I have my wing. Great. Then I will continue to make a bit more of this, use a bit more of this fly rod dubbing as the body. All the way up there. What we want to do now is we want to take a small piece of foam. And what I'm doing is I have this whole sheet of foam, and I'm cutting out a piece that will fit my needs. And this, I think, will do nicely. Yes, this will do nicely. So what I'm doing now is I take this foam, I fold it up underneath the hook, so I have the wing laying in between here, and then I'm turning my tying thread around here. This makes for the front body, but it also gives the hackle a fairly solid base, and it also keeps the fly much more afloat. So this is kind of the secret ingredients and the new technique involved in tying an otherwise classic parachute hackled basis rodani. Like so. The next thing we need to do is we need to find a hackle that matches this hook size. I think this one will do the trick. Kayak and Whiting is the two best hackle producers for making dry fly hackles in the entire world. So get one of those if you can't get your hands on one of those. As you can see, then what I'm doing is I'm tying down this hackle in exactly where I have tied down the foam, like so. And I'm tying it so the vibrant side of the feather is upwards. That way you will get kind of like a corona of the feather strands on each side of your fly. So I'm turning my feather here, and I always keep turning underneath the last turn I made. like this, taking my thread, turning it all the way underneath as well, to make sure the hackle is tight and where I want it to be. Cutting off the hackle, pulling the foam into place. And for this last part, I definitely will need my hackle. No, not my hackle. I've got my whip finish. I can't do this last maneuver with my bare hands as I normally do the whip finish, because I'm gonna finish this off underneath the hackle as well. Well, actually, this is gonna be a lot easier if I first of all cut the foam down. I'm taking the foam, and as I cut it, I am pulling slightly in the foam. You see how beautiful the wing is protected at its base from the foam, and also the hackle is way stronger this way. I'm cutting the wing also into shape, to the shape and height that I want it to be. Something of that magnitude I think is nice. And now it's way easier to make your final whip finish underneath the hackle here. Making sure not to catch, well, I think I caught one or two feather strands, but definitely not more than that. Like this. Cutting off the thread, and well, there you have it. A small basis Rodani tied with a very nice technique for keeping your flies afloat, and also to give your flies more durability. Hope you enjoyed. Those were the words. Thank you for watching.